done a live video in a while, and I thought maybe this might be a good time to do one. So Gary was outside in the backyard picking up some sticks, and he found something underneath all these sticks that he's trying to get rid of. Can you guess what it is? It wasn't a bug. What could it be? I will show you. Look what he found and he brought inside.
Oh.
Ah! Oh gosh, it fell out. It scared me. It's okay. I gotta pick it up. Ah! I'm so scared, Gary.
Let's go upstairs.
Hang on, I gotta get it back in this container.
Dad,
It fell out, yes.
Dad, it's
Okay, okay, we're good. We're good. Crisis averted. Yeah, we're good.
It's
Oh, that was so scary. But it's a little, it's a harmless snake, but I'm just terrified of snakes. But do you see it? Do you see it? If you look closely, you can see it like sticking out its tongue. You can see it. Can you see it? See it slithering? Whew, that was scary for me. I try to touch it or hold it, but I think it's more scared of me than I am of it, but I don't like stuff like that. I'm trying to get it. Ah! Gary held it in his hand. All right, here it is. I'm actually holding it. Oh my gosh. So here is a snake. It has its tongue out. Ah! You see it? It's a little bitty snake. You can see how big it is. A little bitty. And I thought maybe you would want to kind of learn about them and read a book. So I am going to read this snake book, this book about snakes. It's a National Geographic book. Let me turn Landon's TV on. So that way you can hear it. Landon, do you want to listen to this story? Come here. All right, so this book is about snakes, and it's a National Geographic Kids book. Snakes. So we have the table of contents. Hey,
I didn't count to open
well, why don't you sit down?
I'm looking at it.
Okay, look at it. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. All right, so we have our table of contents, and remember that a table of contents tells the reader where they can go to learn about what they want to learn about. If I want to learn about super snakes, I can go to page 18. If I want to go to snake pets, I can go to page 30. It's a snake. What is long and round and slides on the ground? What can be fat or thin and has dry, scaly skin? What has a tongue that flicks and eyes that can't blink? For goodness sake, it's a snake. A snake is a reptile. Lizards, turtles, and crocodiles are reptiles too. All reptiles have tough scales. Don't step on that.
I won't.
A snake has stretchy skin between its scales.
Can I see?
A reptile's body is always the same temperature as the air around it. Yep, sit down so you can listen. To warm up, a snake lies in the sun. To cool down, a snake moves into the shade. All reptiles have bones inside their bodies. Some snakes have more than 1,000 bones. So down here we have a picture of a snake. And it has labels that says these are the scales and this is their skin. And over here we have a picture of some snake bones. And this caption right here says, the snake has eaten a whole egg. It will crush the egg and spit out the shell. So you can see that this snake has eaten a whole egg. So crazy.
Airplane.
Sit down, please.
Airplane.
Snakes all around.
Airplane.
Snakes live in fields and forests. They live in deserts and oceans too. They even live in city parks. Snakes can live in almost anywhere. Most snakes live in warm places. They stay active all year long. Some snakes live in cool places. In the winter, they hibernate. Most snakes hibernate alone. Some snakes hibernate in large groups. So over here, it says, hibernate. In winter, some animals have trouble finding food. To save energy, their bodies slow down. The animals rest in a safe place. And then over here is a picture. It kind of looks like a picture that was floating around on Facebook of some snakes that were doing shelter in place, and they were kind of sticking out of a hole. But that's what those snakes remind me of. And it says, each winter, thousands of garter snakes hibernate together in southern Canada. In the spring, the garters slither out of their warm dens. Snakes and more snakes. In warm places, mother snakes usually lay eggs. Then they slither away. They do not take care of the eggs. Most snakes lay 20 or 30 eggs. Large pythons may lay up to 100 eggs. After a few weeks, the eggs hatch. The young snakes look just like their parents. So here we have a mother snake with her baby, her eggs. And then over here we have them where they're hatching. So cool, huh, Landon? Be careful, don't step on that snake. It's gonna bite you.
Ow.
It won't. I'm just kidding. In cool places, put your shirt down.
Can I see?
Put your shirt down.
I'm just taking some of this.
In cool places, snakes usually grow inside their mother's body. A mother snake lies in the sun to keep the little snakes warm. So right here we have a young diamondback rattler, and here we have an eyelash viper with just born young. So you can see those. Most mother snakes give birth to between 5 and 20 little snakes. A puff adder can give birth to more than 150 snakes at once. Imagine what it would feel like to have all those tiny wigglers inside your body. I can't. So here's a puff adder snake and its babies. Hi, friends. A snake's body never stops growing. Sometimes its skin gets too tight. Then the snake needs to molt. So here is a timber rattlesnake and an Egyptian banded cobra. The snake rubs its head against a rock, kind of like this. Its skin splits open, then the snake crawls forward. Its skin can peel off in one long piece. It's like taking off a sock. So right here it says most snakes molt 3 or 4 times a year. So basically what molting means is that they shed their skin. So kind of like how our hair falls out because we're shedding, or you find the fur of your dog or cat on the floor just because they shed. Well, the snake, they shed their skin, they molt. So they'll do that several times and get new skin. When animals molt, they lose their old skin, fur, or feathers. New skin is underneath. On the move. Most animals have legs and feet, but not a snake. Scutes help a snake move forward. Scutes are wide scales on the belly of a snake, so that is how they're able to inch their way. A python crawls forward in a straight line. Its belly muscles push its scutes around against the ground. Scutes can grip desert sand. A side-winding adder has to throw its body sideways to move forward. That is so interesting. So instead of it going like this, it has to throw itself sideways. Can you imagine laying flat on your belly and having to like kind of throw yourself over? That's kind of crazy, huh? A garter snake curves its body back and forth. It scutes, push against grass and rocks. So it does this motion. Super snakes. There are about 2,700 different kinds of snakes. This is the beaked sea snake. This deadly snake lives in shallow areas of the Indian Ocean. It can stay underwater for up to 5 hours. So right here it says most poisonous, because that is the most poisonous. Here is the smallest snake, and you can see that there's a quarter underneath it, so that's how small it is. I wonder if I got a quarter, I could compare this snake that we found outside to a quarter, just like this. This one is the Lesser Antillean thread snake. This snake was discovered in 2001. Right here, you'll see this snake that's gray at the bottom, and it is the fastest. This snake is called the black mamba. A black mamba can travel up to 12 miles per hour. That's twice as fast as most people can run. Wow, if you got in a race with that snake, I don't think that you'd be able to win. Then over here, you can see this man have this giant snake. And it says, it is a green anaconda, and it can weigh up to 550 pounds. That is as much as a lion. Wow, so on a good day, this snake could be heavier than a lion. So crazy.
Hey, I saw a big one.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, sit down.
What's that one? Can I see?
Well, let me read this and then I'll let you see. Sit down, baby. Snake senses. Snake uses their senses to escape from danger. Senses also help snakes hunt for food. Snakes with round pupils hunt during the day. Snakes with long, thin pupils hunt at night. Let me look at this snake and see what its eyes look like. They look round. Some snakes smell with their noses, but all snakes smell with their tongues. Their tongues are split at the tip. This helps them know if they should go left or right. A snake's ears are deep inside its head. Sound travels through a snake's bones to its ears. Some snakes have heat pits. They can sense the body heat of other animals.
I need help. I need your help to get this thing on.
Heat pits help snakes hunt at night. So crazy that snakes use their senses just like we do. And you learned in science the 5 senses. So how many senses did you hear me read about this snake? That is so interesting. Wow. So right here it has labels to the nostril, its heat pit, and its pupil. And a pupil is the dark area at the center of an eye. So if you look in the mirror and you see the dark area in the middle, that is your pupil of your eye. Where's the snake? Most snakes are hard to see. They blend in with their surrounding. Can you spot the snakes in these pictures? Hiding helps snakes stay safe from predators. Hiding also helps snakes catch prey. So this snake, I had to make sure it was still there. This snake was hiding under all those logs, and you can kind of see that its color is brown. So it was blending in with those branches and sticks and leaves and dried leaves because it was trying to find maybe some bugs to eat, and it was staying away from birds. So let me show you these pictures and see if you can spot a snake because they blend in really well. Were you able to see all 4? Wow, that is so crazy that they can blend into their surroundings so that they can stay safe or they can find food. There's the snake. Some snakes do not hide from predators. They have other ways of staying safe. Some snakes play dead when an enemy gets close. A spitting cobra sprays its predators' eyes with poisonous spit. This one, a coral snake, is full of poison. Its bright colors warn predators to stay safe. Some snakes hiss at predators. Others rattle their tails. A western hooked-nosed snake pushes air out of its back end. The farting sound travels up 6 feet. That's funny. So here we have those snakes. This snake is playing dead. This snake at the bottom is rattling, and in this one you can see that it is spitting its poisonous spit. I'm keeping an eye on that snake, making sure it stays there, because if it's not in there anymore, I don't know what I would do. Snake snacks. Most snakes eat about 30 meals a year. Snakes catch prey with their sharp teeth. Many snakes have more than 200 teeth. If a snake loses a tooth, a new one quickly grows in. Cobras, vipers, and pit vipers have large teeth. They are called fangs. We call those fangs. Poison flows through holes in a snake's fangs. Some poisons stop prey from moving. Other poisons kill the prey. So earlier when I mentioned that I think this snake is a good snake, it's a nice snake, I was referring to that it's not going to hurt me. So if it were to kind of nibble on me or bite me, that it wouldn't have any poison that would hurt me. And you can see that this snake at the bottom is going after that bird. Most snakes catch small animals. They eat mice, frogs, fish, and birds. These snakes eat their prey live. They stretch their mouths wide open and then swallow the animal head fast. So they open their mouths as big as they can, and then they just go for it. And then they swallow them whole. Can you imagine swallowing something whole? I think I would choke. Pythons, boas, and rat snakes can eat large animals. They coil their thick bodies around their prey. So they're coiling their bodies around their prey. Then they squeeze it to death. A large python can easily kill an antelope. So the bigger the snake is, the bigger the animal that it will try to eat. And you can see that right here, this snake is coiling, so it wraps around the animal and then it's squeezed tight. Snake pets. Most snakes are not dangerous to humans. Snakes eat mice, rats, and insects that we don't want in our homes or eating our crops. Snakes are an important part of our world. Some people like snakes so much they keep them as pets. Did you know snakes are ticklish? And they are cool and dry and soft. There is nothing else quite like a snake. And so you can see that this boy has a boa constrictor. And over here, they have a python sitting with them while they're eating dinner. So crazy. I couldn't do it. No, sir. Could not do it. This snake's about to go back outside. All right, so here are the different words that we learned in this book. Molt, predators, pupil, hibernate, prey, and I'm pretty sure that word is scutes, but I could be wrong. So I just wanted to share with you something that Landon was learning and something that I learned, because although I was terrified of snakes, and I didn't want to touch it, they're super fascinating, and like the book said, they are still really important to our ecosystem and our environment. So we definitely want to do our part to make sure that we're safe. We want to make sure that we respect them. As long as they're not bothering us, we shouldn't bother them. And we always have to be cautious, because you never know if it's a good snake or a bad snake, because they all look really similar. There's some differences, but you have to be a studier or somebody that studies snakes to really know the difference. So we always have to be very careful. So let me show you this snake, and I'm so excited because when Gary brought this snake inside, he said, and I told him to take it back outside, and he said, well, don't you want to take a picture or a video or show it to your class? And immediately I went to go find a snake book, and I went to go find my tripod and all that stuff, so that way I could share this with you, because it is so cool. So cool. So thank you, Gary, for that idea, because I was terrified and wanting him to take it outside, and he was thinking of my class, which is something, which is so sweet, because normally that's me thinking of my class. But anyways, here is the snake one last time. And if you're watching this later or in the morning, I'm so excited to share this with you. Or if you came in the middle, but I was just sharing this snake, and then I wanted to read a book that went along with it, so we could learn a little bit more about snakes. But anyways, I love doing this stuff for you guys. But anyways, all right, well, have a good night. Good night. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye, friends. Bye, Oliver. Bye, Zachary. Bye, Elias. Bye, friends. Bye, Noah. Bye, Christiane. I love y'all so much. Bye, and good night.